Nelson Mandela was born on July 18, 1918, in the small village of Mvizo in South Africa. His birth name was Ralilela Mandela. As a young boy growing up in a rural community, he learned about leadership by listening to village elders settle disputes. Even then, he saw the importance of justice and fairness. Mandela went on to study law at the University of Fort Hare and later at the University of Witwatersrand. During this time, South Africa was under a system known as apartheid, a harsh and unfair system of racial segregation that separated people based on skin color. Black South Africans were denied basic rights and freedoms. In 1944, Mandela joined the African National Congress, also known as the ANC. The ANC worked to challenge apartheid and demand equal rights. Mandela helped form the ANC Youth League, encouraging more active resistance against injustice. As apartheid laws became stricter, Mandela and other leaders organized protests and campaigns. In 1962, he was arrested. 2 years later, during the Rivonia trial, he gave a powerful speech where he declared that he was prepared to die for the ideal of a democratic and free society, where all people live together in harmony. Mandela was sentenced to life in prison. He spent 27 years behind bars, most of them on Robben Island. Prison conditions were harsh. He did hard labor, breaking stones in a quarry. Yet, despite the suffering, Mandela refused to let bitterness consume him. Instead, he focused on education, self-discipline, and hope. He became a symbol of resistance around the world. Over the years, international pressure on South Africa grew. People across the globe called for his release and an end to apartheid. Finally, on February 11, 1990, Nelson Mandela walked free. His release marked the beginning of a new chapter. Rather than seeking revenge, Mandela chose reconciliation. He worked with South Africa's president at the time, F.W. de Klerk, to dismantle apartheid peacefully. In 1994, South Africa held its first democratic election in which people of all races could vote. Nelson Mandela became the country's first black president. His presidency focused on healing a divided nation. He established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which allowed victims and perpetrators of apartheid crimes to share their stories and seek forgiveness, rather than revenge. Mandela served one term as president. From 1994 to 1999, he believed leadership was about service, not power. After stepping down, he continued humanitarian work, especially in fighting poverty and HIV/AIDS. Nelson Mandela passed away on December 5, 2013, but his legacy continues. He is remembered not only as a revolutionary and president, but as a global symbol of peace, courage, resilience, and forgiveness. His life teaches us powerful lessons. First, that injustice can be challenged. Second, that courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. And third, that forgiveness can be stronger than hatred.